Hi, and welcome to the Adobe Illustrator in Under 10 tutorial series where we teach you techniques in Adobe Illustrator in under 10 minutes. In this tutorial, it's going to be a quick one. We're going to cover setting up your options in Adobe Illustrator. This basically covers setting up a new document and the things that you need to look out for. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is you either want to go to File and New or hit Control or Command N on the keyboard. That's going to get you to start a new document. And when you begin a new document window opens. You get to name your document. So right now we're going to name this custom. We get to choose the profile for the actual document, whether we want it to be print, web, devices. And if you look in devices, under size, it has specific devices that you can actually select from. Video and film, specific sizes, and basic RGB. Same thing goes for print and web. A4, A3, B5, and B4, and web, same dimensions. Now, once you select, and we're going to go with print, you can choose the layout of the artboards if you choose more than one. Let's say I choose 6 of them. I can choose whether I want it to go left to right and then down on a second row. I can choose if I want it to go top to bottom and then upwards on the next column, or just completely left to right, completely top to bottom. And we can switch the direction in the farthest right option. We switch that arrow, it changes the directions. Okay, the next thing is to choose the spacing. This would choose how much spacing is between the artboards, how many columns you would actually have, the size of the artboard. You can change the width and the height respectively. You can change the units that it's going according to. If we did inches, this is 8.5 by 11. You see how it changes. And we can also change the orientation from portrait to landscape, and it will switch the width and height respectively. And then you could change the amount of bleed that you have around every margin. So top, bottom, left, and right, you can keep them proportion, or you can unlock this constrain proportions button, and you can change them individually. You can change the color mode, the resolution of the raster effects, and the preview mode that you actually have. All right. If we were to click OK, we're going to set it up for letter. We're going to make sure it's portrait. We are only going to do one artboard, and we are going to click OK. And now we have our artboard up here. That was the easy, simple way for you to actually change the options and or get your document set up. And when you're ready to save, you just Control-Shift-S or Control-S if it's a new document, and then you can change the actual name of the document and save it for Adobe Illustrator, as well as the other types of options that they give you. If you do in fact decide to change something about your actual document, you can go down to like File, Document Color Mode, and you can change the document mode from RGB to CMYK, or you can click Document Setup again, and then you get the general options that you had in the beginning. So we have the units. We can also change the bleed. We can show images in outline, highlight substituted glyphs, and we can just change a variety of options that are listed here, from resolution to the way that the grid is actually showing up. If we were to click Type, we would actually be able to change these superscript sizes and positioning and things of that nature, how the quotes look if we were to change the way they are. So it gives you a great deal of flexibility. We're just going to click cancel because there's nothing to change. So it's relatively simple. This is how you would set everything up, get your artboard ready, and just be wary that anything that you save out in Adobe Illustrator will only save out if it's within the bounds of an artboard. Anything in this gray area, right, is not going to save. Think of it like a desk, and you have a piece of drawing paper. Anything you draw on the white paper will show up, but nothing's going to show on that paper that's just around the desk. So this is your workspace area, whereas this is your artboard. Okay, so you can store your objects to the side and won't render it unless a part of the artboard actually catches onto it. So I hope this was easy for you to follow along. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. You can find me online, www.theonewillfocus.com, or on all social media, mainly Instagram, at @theonewillfocus. That's all spelled out, TheOnewillFocus. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next tutorial. Take care.